25-23 the score. Chad, I disagree with that play guy called by Hildreth. I would have gotten Brown out in space on a screen pass because he's so hard to bring down in the open.
Yeah, easier for us to save from up here. You know, they tried using the Division I left tackle to lead the way. I think the defensive end just made a better play.
Big stop by York. And how big was that Willowbrook to be drawn offside twice? Because that led to a 2-point conversion instead of the extra point. Meanwhile, not the greatest kick in the world and good field position for the Dukes.
Yeah, I don't really understand the whole squib kick. You're giving the Dukes the ball automatically at the 40. But hey, what do we know?
That's why they're the official. Well, that's why they're the coaches and we're the broadcasters. Meanwhile, 1st and 10 at the 42.
If you're the Dukes, you want to sustain a nice drive here, keep winding that clock down, keep the ball out of Willowbrook and Browns' hands.
Maybe go back to the screen. It was working very well in the third quarter. 11:16 to go. Malaga's been great on those screens. IS, just get him out in space, and he's done everything else. A little running play to Boysen, didn't get much. 2nd and long coming up for York.
Kastner getting a well-deserved break after running the ball all game long and making some big plays on the defensive side of the ball.
So what did you say, partner, before the game? 21-20?
I believe so.
Wow, pretty close. 25-23. What a game. It has been everything we thought it would be and then some. 2nd and 10 out to the right.
Wow.
Pass play to the boundary and a hard hit right when he caught it. 3rd and long coming up.
Great pursuit there by the corner. Even better tackle.
Got about 2, 3rd and 8. As Willowbrook trying to get that ball back. They missed a field goal earlier. They would be up 26-25. It wasn't a chip shot, though. It was a 38-yarder. York made a 40-yarder, and he had enough room to make a 45-plus yarder on that kick. That was Hansman. Made it tie it at 17-17. Ayash almost had that ball. Flag coming in. He's right there. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt for the back judge.
Yeah, you can't throw your arms on the shoulder pads of the intended receiver. Was the ball catchable? Debatable, but it was probably the right call.
It's a 15-yard penalty, not a spot ball.
And, you know, it's about time a flag goes in the favor of the Dukes.
I would say so, my friend. I would say so.
Sometimes things tend to even themselves out.
How about that? Gets the ball for the official.
What a gentleman.
Ball to 40. A touchdown might put this game away, but that Josh Brown guy still might have something to say about it. Up by 2 are the Dukes. To Boysen. Surprising, but, you know, you can't use Kastner every play. He is human, after all.
Kastner coming back into the game here. Maybe look for that little quick screen in the slot. It's been a play they've liked all day long.
I'd like to see Assad get outside the pocket and run for a couple. Keep that defense off guard. Clean pocket, another shotgun play. He's got Levens. It has not been his night.
Outstanding play design. Just couldn't come down with that one.
Sometimes it's just not your night, and for Fred Levens, that's the case. Wasn't the greatest ball, but I think it still should have been caught.
Big 3rd and 9 here. I'm looking for Ayash or Assad on the outside.
Unless you get over 5 yards, you got to punt. 3rd and 10. 9:34 to go. 4th quarter of action. Back and forth all night long. Clean pocket. And a good hit in the open field.
Well, it's decision time here for Coach Fitzgerald and the Dukes.
I've been wrong all night with him. And they're going to give him the first.
No decision necessary. Looks to have plenty for the first down.
Willowbrook doesn't like it. They want a measurement. No measurement coming up. Cameron May made a beautiful tackle. I sure thought he was brought down at the 31. But they gave forward progress to the Dukes. Willowbrook, you just need to hold them to 3. Don't play prevent, but don't panic either. Beautiful tackle in the open field.
Just keep that clock ticking if you're the Dukes. Tick, 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 tick.
Thank you, Chris Berman. 2nd and 8 to 28, under 9 to go.
For the Dukes, you're not in a rush here. The clock is your friend.
Petra Cote in the game. Haven't seen a lot of him as Malaga and Ayash have been great. Little run play to the left, didn't get much. 3rd and 5. I think you got to run it to Kastner. If he's healthy. Now, they've ran it to Boysen a couple times.
Yeah,
that might have
he was just getting a little breather there earlier, playing both sides. Big time 3rd down here for the Dukes. Even bigger for the Willowbrook defense.
Unless you get sacked, it's probably 4-down territory for the Dukes. Another clean pocket. Good route. Near the sticks.
Looks to be just short.
It's not where he was tackled, it's where you catch it for the forward progress. First and 10, just past the 20. Red zone time for the Dukes. Definitely thinking 6. Trips to the left. Up to Kastner. And a beautiful open field tackle. Getting the ankles. That time it was Cameron Ray on the tackle. 2nd and 8 at the 18.
Once again, you're not in a rush here if you're York. Keep letting that clock wind down.
Now, how big was that 2-point conversion? Because a TD and extra point makes it a 9-point game. Willowbrook kicking themselves for being drawn off sides twice on an extra point attempt. York just needs a couple more yards. 2, 3 at a time. That's what they got, what they wanted. York looking for either a defensive hold or a face mask. No call. Clock continues to run. And they're only going to give him a yard. 3rd and 7.
Malaga's been the guy on 3rd down here. He and Ayash lined up, bottom of your screen. Both have been making huge plays all game long.
Does Fitzgerald have enough guts to do the fake screen? A little out to the sideline for Ayash. Not going to get anything.
Great job there staying in bounds, though, keeping the clock running.
Now, what's great about high school football for York, if you miss the field goal, it's not where the holder is, it's the line of scrimmage.
Out comes the special teams unit.
Yeah, you got to kick.
Trying to make this a 5-point game.
Pooch punt really doesn't help you at all, unless if you're really confident in your kicker to pin him at the 1. Ooh, you should have ran it as he was getting close to being offside. Bad snap. And that's bad break for the Dukes.
Yeah, they tried to fake it, but might need to practice that one a little bit more.
You think it was a fake? I think it was just a bad snap. Either way, it's a 1st down coming up for Willowbrook. That's not terrible, though, Chad, because it's still 1st and 10 for Willowbrook, and we've seen the struggles for the Willowbrook kicker. Granted, it was a 38-yarder.
Well, they have a bigger assignment ahead of them now, this Duke defense does, and that's stopping Josh Brown. You cannot give up a big play here.
Don't need the touchdown if you're Willowbrook, just the 3. You got plenty of time to do so. Good hit. But he still gained 8. At the end of the day, Josh wins the battle.
If you're the Duke front 7, this is your time to shine.
Oh, sorry, it was down at this 20. I thought it was down at the 25. 2nd and 6 coming up as they got into the 21. This is just unreal that we're watching from Josh Brown.
Not only Brown, but that offensive line just continuing to push.
If you ever have a chance, Chad, take a look at Derrick Henry's high school rushing numbers. Out of this world. It's just kind of mind-boggling he didn't set the NFL on fire when he was originally drafted. 1st and 10 to the 27. Little screen pass to the sideline. And that's really all York wants. It's just a little bit at a time, get into the minds of this York defense and see if they'll cheat up on the blitz.
Nice job of mixing it up there by the Warriors.
Flag coming up.
Looks like it might have some cramping.
Yeah. Got to come out for at least a play. In the NFL, that's an automatic timeout against York. But we're not playing in the NFL tonight. I don't think so.
It's good to see him get up under his own power, though, and jump
Yeah, it
off.
just looked like a cramp. Mike Boysen.
Well, for the Warriors, you got plenty of time here, 4 minutes and 30 seconds. I think you continue to establish the run with Brown and hope he can break a big one.
So that was Dominic Carrillo, and then going back to the sideline. Hayden Rainier said his name a couple of times, and he thought he had a fumble the other way for a 99-yard touchdown.
If you're the Duke's front seven, you've done a great job of being aggressive and sustaining your tackles all game long. Got to find it within you here to make a big play.
Clock continues to run. This might be Willowbrook's last chance to get the lead back. Third short. If he's ready to go, you just give it to him again.
They brought the house there, and it paid off. Safety came in from the defensive backfield to make that nice shoestring tackle.
In your own territory, but still obvious 4-down territory for Willowbrook. Both teams with 3 timeouts remaining. Good inside penetration, and they finally stop Brown. Might have lost a yard.
A play like that all game out of this Duke's defense, and they dial it up when it matters the most here.
Gotta have it. 4th and 2. I'm thinking jet sweep to Brown. You could do the screen as well.
This might be the game here, Kyle.
Palicki, you can also run the snap count if you'd like. Didn't get it. Wow. That is unreal if they are giving him the first down.
You've got to be kidding! Go in and make the spot!
There's no way he got that first down. That is unreal.
Measure it!
And now Willowbrook's trying to get the snap off so that York can't measure it. York's going to call timeout to get a measurement, that's for sure.
It's a critical juncture of the game!
Unreal. Now York can call a timeout to get him to measure, which I think they will.
They've made their decision. We are moving on here. 1st and 10.
Unreal. That's humongous. It should be York ball. Do you think York should have called a timeout, or would it not have mattered?
It wouldn't have mattered. Not much matters here tonight when it comes to the officiating.
That is unreal. It wasn't even close, at least what I saw.
Oh, it's time to move on. If you're the Dukes, just keep playing your game. You got a lot of momentum here defensively. Do not let Brown break a big one.
Well, they've certainly found a way to get inside penetration on this great offensive line for York. Out to the left. White didn't get much. Pursuit was there.
Huge play there from the Dukes defense. That Wildcat was not fooling anyone.
You gotta wonder, it's not Hildreth's fault, but if Brown is so good running the ball, could you find somebody else to play defensive back? But that's not really the case. I still don't think he's 100%. But York has just made all the adjustments in the world to stop him in this second half. 3rd and 10, obvious passing play. Wide open.
Wow.
right at the first down marker. First down, Willowbrook.
Probably the best throw of the day there from Sickie.
That's why he's starting. Hasn't had his best game, but when they really needed it, stayed in the pocket. If the officials saw that, Chad, that would be 15 yards against York. You can't fake injuries.
If you're confused, we're confused. We're all confused.
But at the same time, it looks like Jeff Coglani's looks a little out of sorts. Might have a concussion. He's been looked at by the trainer. First and 10 at the 48.
Well, according to my eyes, it was a first down. Chain should have been moved automatically.
That's what's so awful about this. You keep giving Willowbrook free timeouts, especially for a freshman quarterback. That's huge. Not the greatest snap out to Brown. That's another thing. You give Brown an extra breather, and he's getting close to the first down marker. Oh, my goodness. York's just got to find a way to stop it. I sure thought they would have gotten the ball back, but...
Well, I think they're saying he went out of bounds.
I thought he was out of bounds. 2nd and 6. Come on, guys. Get a call. Stick with it. Let's go. 2nd and 6 at the 48. Bad snap. Wow. Unbelievable. Brown, one man to beat for the touchdown. And a hit from behind. Unreal.
What an unbelievable turn of events. A bad snap gone wrong. Turns into a 30-yard run by who else but Josh Brown.
Holding that right side of his leg.
Great job there by the Duke defense, not giving up on the play.
And they didn't start the clock yet. That's a break for Brown as he was hobbled getting up.
Hold delay game!
All right, Chad, what do you do? Do you let him score?
No, not just yet, Kyle. Get some penetration by that defensive front seven. Try and get a tackle for a loss here. Keep pushing them back.
Clock runs. This is exactly what Willowbrook wants, as they're now within range of their kicker. But they're not thinking about that. They're thinking about 6. Close to the 10. Gained about 5. Timeout coming up. Nope. It's for having a problem with the clock again.
Well, quite the interesting turn of events here, Kyle. That bad snap bounces off the helmet of the quarterback into the hands of Brown, and he takes it for a 30-yard scamper.
Whew. Officials or not, this has clearly been the Josh Brown game. Ayash has been excellent. Castor too, but this has been the Josh Brown game.
Yeah, you know, he's been as advertised today. Coming into the game with over 800 yards rushing in his first 3 games. He's definitely eclipsed 1,000 here on the year. Super impressive runner, and he's been playing on both sides of the ball.
And like we've said, earlier in the game, late in the first half, he looked hobbled on defense. And you got to wonder if he's at 100%, but no matter how you slice it, a bad snap, he catches it in the air and then goes 30 yards.
Yeah, if he's not 100%, it's going to be awfully scary to see what he looks like at 100, 110%. Not too sure what the college recruiting aspect is looking like for him, but you got to think it's going to be picking up this summer.
You got some players. They're not playing D1, but for York, you got some players. You got Malaga, Cornell, Rainier, Indiana Wesleyan, Castner, Michigan Tech. 2nd and 5. Decision time for Willowbrook if they don't get the first. But the bad snap. He's got to be down, and finally a call is going to go the way of York. And the clock needs to keep moving. Knee was down at around the 16.
Well, if you're Willowbrook, you just got to get the snap off and need positive yards here. You cannot turn the ball over.
And this is it. This is the game. Willowbrook's going to let that clock dwindle. See if they can get 3 or 5 yards, and then kick it to win it. Willowbrook, if they don't get the kick, they have 3 they have 3 timeouts. York has 2. You can get the ball back if you hold them on 3 and out.
I think we're going to see a timeout here from Willowbrook.
They're not ready to go, and they're just going to talk it over. So never mind, they have to get the kick here. It's kick or go home, 3rd and 8. They can still get the first. We'll stick with the action. We appreciate you watching this broadcast. By the way, don't go anywhere. Post-game show brought to you by John Nolden at Elmhurst Guaranteed Rate. Check him out today if you want to refinance your home. He's a York alum. And Chad, I'm pretty sure we have a good idea who we're going to interview for the post-game show for Willowbrook.
Yeah, Josh Brown has been the man of the night. But the Dukes have a chance here to come up big and make a stop and push Willowbrook a little further back to make that kick a little more difficult. I think you're bringing the house if you're the Dukes. Try and get a tackle for a loss or even a fumble here.
If I'm Palicki, if they bring the blitz, another out route. You only need 8. In fact, a kick wins it, so you really only need 5 or 6. You don't necessarily need the first down.
Yeah, you just get that ball into the hands of Brown as soon as you can. I'd almost debate a direct snap to Brown.
Third and 8, 39 seconds left. An exciting one in Elmhurst. There's that man Brown again, looking for the first. Won't get it, but he gets decent yardage to help out his kicker.
Timeout, Dukes.
If you're a Willowbrook fan, you're probably thinking, oh, let's just go for the first. Let's put it in the hands of our freshman quarterback. Can't do it. You got to give it to Brown there.
And I think... Well, if you're the Dukes, get your tallest guys in the line of scrimmage. And you're just praying for a block here. And you know, this kick at the high school level, no matter what, is not a guarantee.
Never a guarantee at the high school level.
We're looking at what's going to be about a 27-yard field goal here for Willowbrook.
27, 28-yarder. York still has time if Willowbrook makes it. And we just go back to that 4th and 2. It sure looked like Brown was short.
Out comes the special teams unit for Willowbrook.
No kicker left listed on the depth chart according to 8 to 18.
Get the field goal post in it.
Here we go, partner. 4th and goal at the 11, a 28-yarder to give Willowbrook the lead. Almost offside. But good snap, good hold, good kick.
Wide
no
left.
Good.
Wide left.
Wide left again. Unreal. Well, I thought it was good, but it went left at the last second.
Well, you feel terrible for the Warriors kicker. You know, nobody likes to see someone fail like that, but I feel good for the Dukes. You know, they haven't just been playing against one team tonight. They've been playing against the referees, and this is a well-deserved victory formation coming here.
Still not a definite yet. Could fumble the snap, but Willowbrook also has 2 timeouts left, only 1 for York. What a game tonight. Good snap, good hold, it just shanked it. And victory formation coming up for the Dukes. If York wants to, they can call timeout, but Willowbrook will just take the loss. A tough one.
They called the timeout, so they're hoping for a bad snap here.
So they are going to call time. It was a late call.
Victory formation one more time.
That must have been the slowest knee I've ever seen. I get ball, and then I go down. You know what? I'm kind of happy the Dukes won tonight. They were just they were battling an uphill battle against the officials all night long.
Very well deserved. Well played game. Some unnecessary curriculars. Let's get the players to each side and shake hands.
No, he definitely got the snap count right, but
as the clock winds down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, the Dukes.
Well, partner, it was one heck of a football game tonight. York happy, and now we're seeing some Willowbrook players get in the middle of York's victory celebration. They're fierce rivals for a reason. The Battle of St. Charles Road, and we saw it these last 2 minutes. What a game, partner.
A little bit extracurricular activities there after the game. The emotions getting the best of some players and the coaches, but I don't think we're going to be seeing any handshaking here tonight. But what a victory here for the Dukes. Well deserved.
Well deserved, and I don't think we're going to get handshakes either way because of COVID. But both teams slowly going to their locker rooms. Wow, what a game. I was surprised. It was a good hold and a good snap. He just went left on the kick. But really, the adjustments that York made in the second half to stop Brown, all the credit in the world to Michael Fitzgerald. And for Willowbrook, when you live and die by the run, eventually you're going to die when you just don't get enough plays out of the passing game. 25-23, we're going to take a break, and then the post-game show brought to you by John Nolden coming up next. You're watching SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.